the crisp morning air bit at my cheeks. As I stepped outside, a shiver running down my spine. Everything was coated in a pristine blanket of white, untouched and shimmering in the weak sunlight. Overnight, the world had been utterly transformed, a silent metamorphosis. But it wasn't just the beauty of the fresh snowfall that caught my eye, nor the breathtaking, untouched landscape. No, something else had emerged from the silent night. A far more intriguing element. Tracks. Tracks in the snow, a clear narrative etched into the canvas of white. They were unmistakable, a stark visual contrast against the untouched surface. Footprints, delicate yet defined, leading away from the edge of the woods, beckoning me toward an unknown destination. I followed them, my breath misting in the cold air, each exhale a small cloud against the pale sky. Each step crunched softly, a gentle rhythm, against the pervasive silence of the winter morning. The sound was the only disruption in the stillness. They were human footprints, I could tell, with a certainty that settled in my gut. A clear impression, not of an animal, but of a person. A solitary traveler who had braved the cold darkness of the night. Where were they going? Why were they out here, so far from any road or house? Isolated in the heart of winter, in the middle of the long, dark night? What secrets did they carry? The tracks led me on, a silent invitation to unravel a mystery. A cryptic clue in a frozen tableau. They wound through the trees, past frozen bushes, their skeletal branches reaching towards the sky like supplicating arms. The footprints, clear and defined, a testament to the recent snowfall, the delicate preservation. A gift of the icy conditions. The person had walked steadily, a purposeful stride, each step marked with a quiet determination. I imagined them, bundled against the cold, their face hidden from view by a scarf or the shadows, their thoughts and motivations utterly unknown, lost to the chill of the morning. Perhaps they were weary, perhaps hopeful, perhaps they were running. Hours passed, marked only by the slow march of the sun across the heavens. The sun began its slow ascent, casting long, dancing shadows across the pristine snow. The tracks continued, seemingly without end, a linear representation of a hidden story. I became lost in the pursuit, captivated by the unfolding enigma, absorbed by the delicate dance of deduction. In the silence, the questions echoed. What could have driven someone to walk out into the cold? The biting darkness of the night? Was it a lover's tryst? A clandestine rendezvous held under the silent gaze of the moon? A desperate escape? Or something far more sinister, a truth hidden beneath layers of snow and secrecy? Then, just as suddenly as the tracks had begun, as quickly as the story had started, they stopped. At the base of a wall. A high, imposing wall, its stone surface cold and unforgiving. There were no tracks beyond, no further clues to follow. Just the wall, a solid barrier against the unknown. The footprints ended abruptly, as if the person had vanished into thin air, absorbed into the very fabric of the landscape. I stood there, rooted to the spot, dumbfounded. The silence of the woods seemed to amplify the unanswered questions, to press them into my very being. Where did they go? Did they climb the wall? Their ascent hidden in the shadows? Did they find some secret passage? A hidden door leading to another world? Or was it something else entirely? Something I couldn't even begin to imagine, a reality that defied explanation? The mystery deepened, a tangled web of unanswered questions that tightened with each passing moment. The silence spoke volumes, whispering secrets on the winter wind. The snow held its secrets close, its white surface an impenetrable shield. The wall stood guard, an impassive witness to the enigma, a silent sentinel protecting the unknown. I touched the cold stone, the rough texture, a stark contrast to the smooth, untouched snow, a tactile connection to the place and the moment. I knew, with a certainty that settled deep in my bones, a conviction that resonated within me, that this was more than just a passing trek, more than a fleeting moment in time. This was a story waiting to be told, a riddle, waiting to be solved, a secret yearning to be revealed. And I, it seemed, was the one chosen to begin the search. The first step on a journey into the unknown.